Hello everyone, this is a response for another discussion in this week, and the discussion is about how to be a successful immersion student and how will the successful immersion students will be. Actually, in the article, the author has already given us some predictors about these two parts, and in fact, all of them are important, but in my opinion, I think some of them are more important. So I wrote them down and will show you here. The first part is how to be a successful immersion student. The first predictor or the first condition is verbal, like to talk. This is the most basic conditions because no matter how good the students are or how good the talents they have, if they do not like to talk, they will have no chance to practice their language skill, and this makes them have no possibilities to make progress. So they have to be verbal and they have to be like to talk. And the second one is without fear to make mistakes. Actually, everyone will make mistakes. I mean, everyone, including the special students and normal students. So don't fear to make mistakes. Making mistake is not a trouble. No one will blame you if you make some mistakes. So you can just find some experience from the mistakes, and this experience will make you to be better, to be a more successful immersion student. Okay, and the final one is willing. Willing, what is willing? Willing is the motivation to be a successful student. No matter how good conditions the students are in, no matter how good the parents are, how good the educators are, if the students do not want to be successful, then they will never be successful. So willing is the original motivation to be success. So the students must be willing to be a successful student. So I think this one is very, very important. So I will write the star here. Yeah, this is a very important one. Willing. Okay, so after talking about something about successful, we will talk unsuccessful now. Unsuccessful. There are many predictors to predict unsuccessful students. If the students have such characteristics, we can predict that they may become unsuccessful students. And I select three of them, the most obvious predictors that we can find from the students to predict. The first one is doesn't notice errors. Just as what I said here, everyone will make mistakes. It's not a trouble. But the trouble is you do not get any useful experience from the error or from the mistakes, which means you take times, you take efforts to make mistakes and you get nothing from them. It's shame, it's really shame. We have to get some experience or useful information from the errors or from the mistakes. Then the information can make us go further, can make us be successful. If the immersion students do not notice errors, they will get no useful message from the mistakes. So this one is a very important predictor. And the second predictor is poor first language skills. So sometimes it is shameful that the students is not foolish and their language or their learning disability is not very serious, but they cannot still be a successful student. Why? Because they have poor first language skill. They cannot even learn something well in their native language, and it is more impossible for them to learn something new in the second language. So it is very shame, but to have a good first language skill is really important conditions to be successful. And if students have poor first language skill, then they will be unsuccessful. And the final one is poor memory. So if we set something that doesn't notice error, the poor first language skills can be changed by the environment, by parents, or by educators, then the poor memory may be natural. And it's really shame that poor memory is hard to be changed. So if a student with poor memory, we suggest that they opt out the immersion program, because no matter how hard they are, how hard they work, they will find that they cannot remember even the easiest things, and their effort is useless. So if a student with poor memory, they will be unsuccessful students with a very large possibility. And this is what I want to say about the immersion program, and that's it. Thank you very much.